Well, hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for another Metalhead, Envy. And I think I don't know. I just lost my train of thought. I just woke up. So we're on Suite 2 of Polygondwanaland, and I'm excited. I am digging the hell out of this album so far. Uh, it's been such a good wake up album. Because if I broke down how I do uh, my videos, how I do my studio sessions at this moment in time, till the day I can go full time. But it's like I work my normal job 4 days a week, and then I have 3 days a week that I get in here in my studio and I just spend a lot of time doing all my stuff to have for the week. And what I always start off with is, at the moment, my first videos of the day are always some King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. So this album has been fantastic for like when I'm first waking up. I've been up for like maybe 40 minutes. And so it's such perfect wake up music. That last suite was perfect for me waking up. Crumley Castle was perfect for me waking up and everything. So let's see how Suite 2 does. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yes. This is perfect. Oh, this is so good. I am digging the fuck out of this album. Polygon Wonderland. Yeah. To me, this is where the guys shine. This album just showcases their chops, their talents. And I had a few people comment on the last one that were like, "Well, just because you like, what did this one guy say? He was like, just because you can shred and do all crazy shit doesn't mean that songs don't require strumming and everything." And I like the way that was put. I was sitting there thinking, I've made that argument to people before, but I think my reply was basically, to me, once you've shown a certain skill set, it's hard to like go underneath that, if that makes any sense. Now coming back down to that and finding something that's horizontal or lateral, whatever you want to call it, to that skill set and still tricky, I think is stuff that interests me. So it's more of a personal thought of when it comes to music and everything. Like using my own band as an example. our very first album. We have a song on our very first album that really none of us can. We don't really get into it as much. I'm not gonna say the particular track, but either way, it come down to like when we first wrote that track, it was more of a like, yo, we want people to know that hey, we can fucking play. Like we can really play our instruments, and we're good at what we do. But then in hindsight, we're like, man, that song just, it's so much and it's so over the top at for like skill wise and everything that it's not even fun to play because it's just a bitch. Like when you play it live and your nerves are kicking in and you're in front of a new crowd and you're trying to nail every note of this track, we were like, ah, fuck, man, fuck, fuck, fuck. So going into our second record, we were like, we want to be able to show our skill set, but at the same time, we never want to put ourselves in a position where something is so difficult to make sure that you nail every 100% of the time that we're like we just don't want to do that again. Now, that's what I mean. And I guess if I break it down, say that's what I mean when I listen to what's going on with King Gizzard and I hear certain things that I'm like, ah, no, they could do something more clever there. But at the same time, I get it. Like it's the more in our case, the more when we did our first album, we literally had only played like two or three live shows. Like really, our live experiences isn't the grandiose compared to what how many times we played live now. But our first album, we were just like, yo, we want to come out of the gate swinging. We want everybody to enjoy this and everybody to see, like, listen to this and be like, holy shit, dude, these guys can play and all that. But as I get older and more experience with writing and everything like that, it's like, I'm starting to understand what the route is that you take on certain things. And that was enough of a rant for now. It's going to be a long reaction because it's 3 songs. But that was just a thought that I just had thinking about those comments and then listening to this. Like, even though if you take Polygondwanaland and compare it to Petro, to me, Petro Dragonic still has a lot more going on with it. It's a lot crazier and everything. But this album to me is like, if Petro is here, this album to me is still here, even though it's a different flavor, if that makes sense. I love that little synth right there. Makes me think of a theremin. That shit makes me think of a theremin. I think that's how I'm supposed to say it. A theremin, a theremin. I want one of those so bad. That is probably the coolest, most unique instrument I think I've ever seen. I want one just to see how they work. I don't know if I'd ever get good at one, but I want one to try. Yeah. Bass, all the sound effects, the vibe. I fucking dig the fuck out of Intercell. This track is on point. Let's see what this ad is.
Everything in life.
Equalizer 3.
You have 9 seconds.
Those are pretty good movies, though.
You're massive for too close. He's dead already. He just doesn't know it yet.
Denzel, man. You can't fucking beat Denzel. That's the motherfucking equalizer. Jake. All right. So Intercell was slick. I like that as an opening track for this suite. Let's see what's going on with Loyalty. Get that rolling synth back. Oh my gosh, that sounds so weird. Okay, so I don't know how many people have listened to this. I'm assuming a shit ton of people have listened to this with headphones. But that's like fucking weird. How, I don't even know how to explain it. The frequency on the right side right now is like super high fidelity or whatever. But on the left, it just sounds so funny. I don't know another word to describe it. Yeah, everybody that's listening to this with good headphones, let me know if y'all hear that too. Cause that's a different one. That's a different one. That's a how did they even go about that in the mix and master? Okay. So the low end's starting to pan a little bit out right here. There we go. Now it's spread. Okay. Okay, dude. Loyalty. Oh, shit. This might take the cake for Polygondwanaland for me so far. Not gonna fucking lie. Oh, dude. I'm like, I wish this was the 10-minute track. This is just hitting so fucking good for me. This is fucking just perfect for my ears. Oh, this shit is badass. Which, I know I'm paused a lot, I'm talking a lot, but this right here is a track that sells to me that fuck, I wish I had an actual keyboard synth player in my band. God damn. Because you write that soundscape. You write the track with that soundscape. and it's not an afterthought once the track is done, which is the route that my band has to take at the moment, just because there's only three of us, two guitars and one drums. But I am so. This is one of those tracks. Loyalty, uh, loyalty and witchcraft. Those are two examples of tracks that truly, for me, earn the title of Metalhead Envy. Because I'm like, why couldn't I have wrote that? Why couldn't I have wrote that? Thank you, King Giz, because this is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss on this. Creme de la creme. Somebody fired off one of them, what's that firework? Like a Roman candle. Somebody shot that shit off in the studio. Damn room mic caught that thing fly over across. Fucking Ambrose. He was mad. He wouldn't get to play the harmonica. Ambrose over in the room in the studio, and he's like, that was one weird ass noise. Oh, I fucking love this track, dude. There it is again. Go. Bam! Another ad.
We're in desperate need of your help. And you four, well, your exploits are...
All right, part 3 of the second suite. And it's crazy because the comments I was getting about this next suite, everybody's like, yo, this next suite's fire. It's fucking bringing the heat. I'm like, so when y'all leave me comments like that, I try to like keep myself simmered down. I don't want to be put up on the pedestal and let down. But yeah, y'all were fucking right. This second suite, it just grooves, man. It fucking grooves and clicks. Loyalty. I gotta give it to Loyalty. Inner Sail was really good too. Don't get me wrong. Really, this as a whole, like I'll be so excited when I'm done doing the album like this here on my channel. This will be one of the ones I'll definitely be letting this album ride a lot. I probably went through Petro Draconic at least 30 or 40 times in realistic numbers. Like I would make that exaggeration, be like, man, I've listened to it 1,000 times. But in all honesty, I probably let it play from beginning to end in between 40 and 50 times. Because I'm bad for that. Once I find an album that I really like, my days at work, I get my first few hours of when I have to do the regular job, I get to walk around with. I went and bought me a set of those Beats, the studio little Beats. I don't even know what they're called, but they're like basically earbuds. Which, if you don't have a set of those, and I'm not even sponsored by them, but if you don't have a set of those and you're really into music, you're missing out because those things just sound so good. The Bluetooth works so well. It's so easy. Uh, but I went through Petro like literally 30, 40, 50 times. Uh, I went through Murder the Universe probably about, I'd say 4 or 5. I need to give it another spin this upcoming week. Nonagon, I've only made it through it probably 2 or 3 times now, but I literally just got finished with it the other week. But I think I could safely say that Polygondwanaland, I'm gonna be going through it like crazy. This album is just so good. I love what's going on with this record. It's a nice change of palette. I think I said that in the last video as well. For me, it's a nice change of scenery. Beautiful scenery. Musically, for me, because I'm listening to just all the time. So I'm always looking for a record that gives me the Pink Floyd vibes, and now I could probably say the King Giz vibes like this. I think, because probably till the day I die, that's how I'll be. When I hang out with the artiste, she I don't know what it is. Some people are just more about singles, and I get it. It's cool. Like, certain songs do stick out. They're singles. But I'm always like, whenever she DJs, I'm like, well, put on an album. She's like, and I'm like, you're missing out, because that's where, to me, is what makes music almost the best medium, is because you can put on an album and your own brain just takes you on a journey, and the imagination that you have as you're listening to this record. And yeah, Polygondwanaland. I think I'm gonna go ahead and crack it into my top 20. We're only on the second suite, but I think it's safe for me to say that this will be in my top 20 albums. There's that fucking Roman candle again.
Once upon a time, there was a great little neon veil from inside and out, moved by a lone Abraham, bringer of the infernal conjurer to Satan himself, to draw the baton and set a diminutive figurehead. Painless-looking thing, he was cold and terrible all along, unique one behind us, between swallowed temples, he screamed as a window to the night circle of hell, a tiny exploding head filled with venom, bending desolation, seditious band stormed the bastion, alive with revenge, shredding tensions, unbent holes, proto-martyrs, indoctrinated with impediments, just like the plot was.
God damn. Yeah. The bass, the melody, the timing. Like I've said, if you go through my reaction playlist, I think this is like 640, 50. And I don't know how many times I've said when the vocals can also have an element of percussiveness to them. And I love it. I don't know why. To the day I die, I will always love that. I remember being a kid and hearing Disturbed for the first time, and David Drummond doing that. This is normally who I use as an example of that too, because to me, I, at my age, he is the first singer I ever heard that did that whole like just timing with it, man, just pop 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 pop. But Stu is murdering on this record. I'm assuming that's the main, yeah, that's the main vocals for this record as well. But the dude is killing it. The dude is killing it. Ah, everything about this record is the bomb.
The flood was crushed, brushed away with a thought somewhere found alive in the left and wrong with the skin cauterized and play history forever not far off to see, reminding those who think descent is a bridge across the sea. Making recognition, such of a family evaporated in the dark, stolen by the despot, a journey made over the west, having had his eyes gouged, left without the gift of sight to face his true destroyer. Across the land he walked with death parading his arms, aware of apology. The castle walls a twist of fate is marvelous. Sit down, weary traveler, I am not what you see. Join me in a meal to hear of my repentance.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sweet too. That's fucking. So normally 10 horns is as high as I could go. I gotta give. It's more than 10 horns. That's above 10 horns. This second suite. Oh, I don't know if it's just the right timing hitting me. The fact that this is the first thing I'm doing of the day. I woke up. I've been basically now I've been sitting around for about an hour. I just, what the fuck? But it was so good. So good about this Sweet 2. To me, this is when you have a concept that's super strong, or when you can make songs that tie in together, but your changes are just so subtle that, for me, and this is all personal opinion, keeps me interested. To me, there's sometimes I get the jam aspect, but it's like a band that's hailed as one of the greats, and this might be a little bit of a hot take, and I could probably get a lot of hate for it, but I am not a Grateful Dead fan. I don't think, like, I've never been in the right mindset to truly understand what they do. They've got a couple of songs that to me are really good. Because I've had a couple of friends that I used to really party with, and that's what they were. They were Deadheads. They love Grateful Dead, and they'd be like, "Man, like you just don't know, bro. You gotta like here, dude. Let's put on this record, and you just gotta smoke this doobie and just ride the ride." And I love weed, and I would smoke that doobie, and I'd be high as fuck. And even being high as fuck, I'd still be like, "Yo, man, these motherfuckers play the same three chords for 20 fucking minutes." And I'm like, I think that's part of just me being high wired and the musician in me. But so, taking for example that when you, to me, it doesn't make it a concept. It doesn't make something a jam song by, well, technically it is a jam song, but just holding certain things out for so fucking long. You could do that, but you have to have this interwoven complexity. And that's what this record is. So now if I could go back in time and hang out with those same deadheads that thought that that was just the craziest shit because this band could play for 20 minutes, play a 20-minute song that was just jamming. And like, I'd be like, nah, dude, like, listen to this record. This is what a genuine jam band to me should do. Oh, I'm already putting this album up on the pedestal and I've not finished it. I've got the third suite to go. But that second suite alone, like Crumbling Castle was all of it, everything so far in this record. There's nothing weak on this record. I will say for personal taste that the Suite 2 has stood out to me a little bit more. Suite 1 was good too, don't get me wrong. But this right here, this section, so good. So fucking good. Like, I tried getting my brother into King Giz. Because he's a big Pink Floyd fan. Bigger Pink Floyd fan than me. And I sent him Murder of the Universe. And he come back to me and he was like, I don't know about this shit. So now with Polygondwanaland, I'm gonna be like, yo, give him another chance. Tell me what you think of this record. Because this is so fucking good. Oh, I am so thankful that people got me on the King Giz. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have been an awesome fan base as well. I'm excited for Suite 3. Really, I'm excited to get done with Suite 3. That way I can just ride around listening to this record. That way I can hang out with the RTs and listen to this record. Paint together and have this record playing. This is so fucking good. Damn, it's so fucking good. If this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I am always trying to get better, excuse me, at doing YouTube. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. Y'all have been awesome with King Giz trivia. I feel like I'm learning so much from y'all, and that's the way I want to go about doing this. Going into stuff blind, taking my initial thoughts of what the music and music video is doing, and then hearing from the fan base. That's so fun to me. Y'all did go on to me about this is the album that they released for free. Somebody's putting a copyright claim on this shit. Like everything I'm posting of King Giz, as soon as it goes up, I get an email. It's like, yo, you can post this, but we got the copyright. And I understand. I truly do the Metalhead Envy series for fun. When I started the channel, it's mostly the gaming side. Now I can monetize most of the gaming episodes I make, and that's where I would like at some point one day, if I can ever figure out what would make that side more interesting for a bunch of people to watch, that's where the monetization will help. I do have channel memberships up if that's something that interests you. I've got a link tree to a bunch of merch, Cash App, all that kind of cool shit. But the Metalhead Envy series, I don't mind at all being a musician and having my own band. I want to drive traffic to the groups, to the artist, because I still feel like artists don't really get paid that much. It's crazy how much effort and time and love and passion, blood, sweat, and tears people put into their music, and it's not a high paying thing, especially with how streaming and all that is nowadays. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff on the channel if it interests you. If you want to swing over to playlists, community tabs, the memberships, all that kind of stuff. I'm always trying to do some more cool shit. I'm always trying to design some new merch. I've got a couple of collabs with the RTs, and I'm trying to get her out of her shell and get her art out to the world as well. I can't think of nothing else cool to say besides y'all are fucking awesome. And stay positive, stay rocking. I'll catch y'all in the next one.